Hi guys, Berry Babe here. I got a toy. I bought it a while ago and it took me a while to get it out, and then I put it somewhere and couldn't find it. It's just a little clicker that runs the Bluetooth so that I can just sit here and I don't have to bend over and click me on and click me off. So not a big deal, but makes it kind of nice. Checking in. Berry Babe, did I say that? I didn't vlog yesterday. I didn't get out of bed yesterday except to go to the bathroom and get a little bit to eat here and there. Friday, lunch with the girls. I did okay. Not totally on plan, not on plan, but not hugely bad. And then I came home and I think I vlogged. And then about 9 o'clock, I got in the car. I had the car, you know, usually like Saturday afternoon and Sunday I can have a car. My oldest goes back to school Saturday, and so then I'll start having a car again until one car goes in the shop. So I got in the car. It was a hot night, and I got in the car and I went to my local place where my husband likes to go to cool off, and I watched vlogs and I took notes and I ate, and then I brought home some food and I ate that before I went to bed. It was 12:30 at night. Yeah, not so in control. However, what I've been watching is I've been watching videos on the low carb, high fat, but even more recently I've been watching videos on intermittent fasting and fasting, water fasting. So what I'm thinking of doing is some fasting. When I was on liquid protein years ago, when I was in my early 20s, it was easier for me not to eat, just to do this protein, not to eat. I didn't have to deal with food. I didn't have to make choices. I didn't have to eat. It got to the point where after a while I was like, the day after my doctor appointment to get weighed, I would eat that day, and then it would take me a few days to get back into ketosis. I was losing about 4 pounds a week by that time. But I've been very frustrated because after my midnight run for crap, yesterday morning I got up and I was 161 point something. Now, you know, I never wanted to see the 161 again. And I had been coming down a little bit, and I thought maybe I had cheated the 160 demon. But yesterday I started fasting, sort of. I did eat one fish fillet that I had brought home from the restaurant, and I ate half an apple. I don't think I ate anything else. I drank water. I did take my vitamins and supplements in the morning. Today so far, and it's, I don't even know what time it is, I've just had water. I didn't do my supplements today, although I may do it tomorrow. I just didn't do them today. You know, I was supposed to take them on an empty stomach, and I thought, you know, I didn't know whether that would be a good thing to do or not. But I was down 5 pounds this morning, and I'm still doing, when I was eating so badly, I kind of stopped the HCG, and so I started the HCG again yesterday morning, and I'm not even doing the minimum protein. I know we always say, oh, you have to eat protein or you'll start eating your body. And I have been doing enough watching one of the big things of this low carb, high fat is that you bypass the blood sugar insulin issue. And by bypassing the insulin resistance issue and the whole glucose issue, you are able then to burn ketones, which is a superior fuel source. I decided I wanted to take off all the weight on the HCG because I don't know what I'm going to do with this surgery coming up with my back, skin, and breast, whatever, but I want to get it. I need to get it off because I need to be done with this whole weight loss crap. I need to be ready. I'm ready for maintenance. I need to get into my maintenance life. And I think, you know, and it could change my mind any day, any minute. I think that I'm going to be doing intermittent fasting at a minimum, which I did before, which seemed to work pretty well. I would eat it from 11:30 to 7:30, and I could pretty much eat what I wanted in that time frame, and I was able to maintain my weight. One of the things they also suggest is you fast one day for 24 hours and then you eat the next day, and that would help keep me in ketosis. So I really don't know what this is going to look like. I do know, though, that I think I might be at the point that I'm starting to finally burn this around my waist fat, and that would be so exciting. It's either that or just my underpants are getting big so they didn't squish my skin in at my waist, and it made it look like I had less midriff going on. You know, when you put on pants that are too small and then you get the muffin top. But I have my waist, my midriff and my waist and my hips are all the same size. So if I have pants that are very loose, I can't keep them up, and I'm always tugging. So such problems, such problems. My friends, the one friend is just always on me. How-so is one of her favorite phrases. She always wants you to tell more, go farther. She wants to get to the bottom. She's a licensed counselor, but her bedside manners are not always so great. She says, you know, and she didn't say you're looking so willowy like the other friend does. She just said, small breasts are the style now with that willowy look. And that was the first time she kind of ever made a comment. It's like, you know, I'm starting to believe that I might end up looking kind of willowy. So it's got me rethinking the C's. So, you know, like I said, I don't know where I'm going with it. I just wish I had even. That's what I wish I had. I could deal with both of them being this size if they were both this size. So I'm going round and round. I don't know how long I'm going to fast. One of the medical people I have been following, his name is Jason Fong, F-O-N-G, and there is I had talked before about Low Carb Down Under, which was a summit that they had, and a lot of the low carb, high fat speakers were talking, and Jason Fong was one of them. And then they had a VAIL, they had a summit at Vail 2016, and he has done a whole, he has a 6-part series on the history of obesity, but he's talking about our obesity, and I think that How We Get Fat by Gary Taub, T-A-U-B, the prevailing theory is that we've tried to do low fat, high carb, and what that's done is made us all insulin resistant because the high carbs raises the insulin. I can remember eating boxes of Snack Wells cookies because they were low fat, you know, and I'm not saying that Yeah, I tried to do the low calorie. I mean, low fat, low calorie, you know. I mean, I've tried them all. But so I do believe my insulin's out of whack. I was actually on supplemental insulin for a period of time because of diabetes. And with the surgery, the last surgery I had, my diabetes was resolved, although I still think I have tremendous insulin sensitivity. So along with the low carb, high fat, one of the um, strategies that he embraces and a lot of this community embraces is fasting. Whether you do the intermittent fast, which I know is doing well for Jennifer at this point in P3, where you start, you only eat for a 6 to 8 hour window, and then you fast the entire time. The theory is that you give your insulin chance to calm down. You can't burn any fat while you're pumping insulin. So if you're eating 6 meals a day, you're constantly putting sugar in your body that your insulin matches, and you only until that insulin settles down from burning off the sugar do you get to burning fat. So if you're not losing fast even on HCG and you're eating a lot during, just even little bits, and they talk about how the whey protein just like mainlines your glucose, mainlines that insulin, and that injury is what I do, the whey. Now, the chiropractors are talking about the whey protein, so I'm going to have to see. I don't think any of the medical doctors talk about the whey protein, but I just want to be cognizant as I try to get into and then maintain ketosis that I don't inadvertently sabotage myself by using the supplemental whey protein when I may not have to do that. So I'm looking for a good loss in the morning. I really am I worried about rebound? Well, if I go from here, I was thinking, I don't know how long I'm going to fast. They said that day 2 is nasty, and so I kind of ate a little bit yesterday. Day 4 is when you start really getting the detox. So if you're going to do it for at least 4 days. And watching some of those detox vlogs, all the shit that happens if you go long term, like, oh my God, stuff starts coming out. But you're literally eating cancers and stuff in there that is not good for you to have in there. So I'm not going to stay on, I'm not going to fast longer than getting to goal. I know that. Because I may go a little lower, but if I transition into ketogenic on P3 then, so I would come off the fast, I would stay on HCG for a little bit to get back to eating, and then I would move into the ketogenic for P3. Plan, right? I'm gonna get like to goal, to real goal, like oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If I don't have to deal with food, then maybe I have a chance at it. I'm keeping an eye on how I feel. By day 3, you're supposed to get a burst of energy. When you start burning your own fat, the ketones just like bring your brain alive. So I'm here, I'm watching, and I'm continuing to learn all about it. If you know anything, let me know. If you want to say, oh my God, what the hell are you doing? Feel free. Yesterday I hurt all over. Today I feel pretty good. So I got that bloat going out, and so I'm running out of time, so I'm going to say bye for now.